Hola, casino amigos. Welcome back. This channel is about how we make money at the casino, or how we make money at Baccarat. Today we have a tip for you from Debbie, who I met at Mount Airy Casino in the Poconos. Right after this. Yeah, this week we went to the Mount Airy Casino in the Pocono Mountains, and we'll tell you what we thought of it. But first, let me ask you to like and subscribe to this channel just to start helping it grow. Thanks anyways. And first off, we arrived at the Mount Airy Casino a half hour after the half-price buffet, so we were a little ticked off about that, bad timing. Anyways, this casino is back in the Pocono Mountains and in the woods by a lake. Beautiful golf course right beside it. Just everything really, really nice. And go inside the casino and everything is brand new, clean, tidy, great looking place. Lots of parking there. There's even parking, covered parking. Okay, let's turn on the simulator so I can show you how Debbie was playing. My simulator has 25,000 different shoes. I did ask her if I could show her system on YouTube, and she said sure. I told her I would test it on my simulator and let her know how it did. So here is what she is doing. First, she doesn't use this big road here that we're using, so I need to change that over to the bead road. Now she has to wait until 6 hands have gone by, and then she starts on the second row coming down here. 6 all over again. So she's betting here. So the first one was a match, so she loses that, and the second one is opposite, so she wins there on the second bet. And then she just sits and waits until the next row starts. And first row is a match, the second row is a match, and the third one, she wins her row again. And she sits and waits till the next row starts, and she wins it right off the bat. So then she sits and waits for the next one. First one up, wins. Next row. First row is a loss, and the second one wins. Next row, first one's a loss, then she gets a tie, and she gets another loss, and then she gets a win. Then waits for the next row, or the first row is the same, and the next row is a tie, and she wouldn't have played that one anyways, but anyways, here she is on the second bet, and she wins. And the next row, first one is the same, she loses, and there's a tie there, so the second bet here in this row she wins. Next row, the first one she loses, second one she wins. Next row, first one she loses, second one she wins. This is getting to be monotonous. Anyway, she waits for the next row. First bet she wins. Next row, first bet she wins. Next row, first bet she wins. She wouldn't follow it all the way through the end here, but we're just playing. Hubby, I changed games here on the simulator. We'll move on to the next one. Hubby, I changed games here on the simulator. We'll move on to the next one. And here we go. So on the next first row there, well, it's the second row is where she starts. So she wins the first bet. The next row she wins the first bet. The next row she loses, and then wins the third bet. Next row she loses, and wins the third bet. Next row she wins the first bet. Next row first bet. Next row first bet. Next row first bet. This can get monotonous. Next row first bet. Next row is the same. Playing against the tie here, and it's the same, and so the third bet she wins. Next row first bet, next row first bet, next row first bet. Well, let's move on another game and have a look here. I have to say that she does pretty well at this here, but I think there's some real danger in it. But anyways, it's not my thing, so here we go. First one's the same, second one's the same, third one's the same, so she wins it on the fourth bet. Next row she wins on the first bet. Next row she wins on the first bet, the first bet, the first bet, the first bet. Same. Fourth bet she wins here. Then first bet, same, third bit, same, second bit, first bit. So she's doing pretty good here. So I'm going to I'll go through and find some shoes where she would definitely lose. I know there's going to be some in there. Haven't come across them yet, but there's got to be some real danger in this here. But anyways, my system is set up for banker player right now. So let's just switch back here. And this particular shoe here would have made $120. Anyway, well, let's go on a couple more shoes here. Here we go. Starts right off. Banker player, banker player, banker player, banker player, banker player. As you can see, it works out pretty good. This one here would have made $150. Anyways, that one would have made $150 if you'd followed it. This is set up on straight martingale, just doubling the bet each time, and it has 8 bets. After 8 bets it would lose. So it haven't come up there yet, but anyways, let's have another one. 18. So this one here would have made $235 straight martingale betting, and looks pretty good. So let's do one more here. Number 20. So banker player, banker player, banker player, banker player, banker player. As you can see, it works pretty darn good going through here. So anyways, let's cut this down here and shut this program off, and we better call it quits. I had some more to say about the Airy's Casino. It's the roulette was really bad in there. Just a couple things on there that we didn't like about the casino, but I'll put that in part 2. So here we go for there. There's Debbie's system, pretty well explained, I think. So by knowing more than one system, if you just know one system, you really don't know what to look out for. If you know a bunch of systems, you know the danger points and stuff. So anyways, that's why I like to know the different system. And there goes Debbie's system. I need to make a note here on the end. I've been asked about the simulator that I use. One of our members drew this up and gave it to me to try out. I really like using it. Anyway, he just gave it to me, so I went and bought him a gift certificate at his favorite fish and chip store. I know he really likes fish and chips. Anyways, $20. I'm also sure that he would send it to anybody else for $20. I know that's not much, but that's not why he drew it up. I don't know how to put a link below to tell you how to order it from him, but I will find out. How about you make a comment down below if anyone wants to get a copy of the simulator. Then I will put a link in the description below as to how to order it from him. Thank you. Till next time, amigos.